Welcome back to another. Today we're doing another book review. This is my second book review. Um, we have four manga and four comic books. I don't have any novels because I did not finish reading any of my novels at this point. But next book review, I should have novels. So the first book we're reviewing is Kaiju Kamu, Volume 2. We did Volume 1 and Part 1. I like Part 1. I had to keep reading it, like, kind of for sure say I like it. I do like it. I can't wait for the third one to come. The third one, I think, comes out in July. Volume number 2, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. It was alright. I think so far this is gonna be one of the ones that, like, the further it goes, the better it's gonna get. So volume 2, I'll give a 7 out of 10. I do recommend this manga if you like kaiju's, especially, or like monsters and giant monsters like that in general. I do recommend this one. I feel like this is gonna be a hidden gem because I do feel like it's gonna get made an anime one day. But right now, this is slowly becoming a favorite for me. Next, we have Star Wars Visions. This is a 10 out of 10. I did not watch the show on Disney Plus yet, but this 10 out of 10, I would recommend if you like Star Wars and you like anime. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Kind of like it goes through the different stories of different like Star Wars characters from like before, like way before like Darth Vader and Luke and bless me. Way before like Darth Vader and Luke and stuff like that. Now we have Star Wars Visions, 10 out of 10. This was Star Wars is 10 out of 10. So Star Wars Vision is a manga of different Star Wars characters, like way before Anakin and Luke and all that, like kind of like set during the start of like the Empire and all that, when the Empire started taking over the galaxy. So you meet a lot of strong like characters and different characters with amazing stories. I'm gonna recommend this. Of course, if you like Star Wars or anime, I do very much recommend not only to get the manga, but then watch the show on Disney Plus. This is peak in 10 out of 10. Next, we have, I literally just said this name off camera, now I can't think of it. Centaura. This is a manga about two slaves. He and a pregnant woman are on the boat because they're slaves. Then a monster comes on the boat, and somebody has to sacrifice himself to the monster. It ends up being the pregnant woman, and he gets granted powers because of the sacrifice. So he has the powers of every slave before him, and it's now his job to protect that woman's baby. And yes, this is a guy. His name is Julius. Um, I have to keep reading it. I have to get volume 2 to see if I like it. It's like, I see where it's going. I'll give it like a 5 out of 10 because it's right there at the positive. It's just I have to keep reading to see if I like it. But right now it's got my attention, so I'm gonna get volume 2 and like kind of see how it is. But I would recommend, it's like a hidden gem. Of course, if you like anime, I would recommend this. It's like a hidden gem if you're really deep into anime. Next, we have Monsters We Make. Yeah, those Corey Kenshin made those. It says right there. I have to keep reading. This is pretty solid. I don't want to spoil too much because I kind of just did with the last one, and I realized that something like in the book kind of, I don't like how quick they kind of like, you'll see when you read, if you read it, how quick they kind of turned him to kind of be that face already. Like I feel like it should have been kind of a build up. I just didn't like how quick they did with him because his whole personality is to be like this tough, confidence person. It kind of comes up as arrogance and him having a high ego, and it kind of like it affects with the team that he's a part of. But the way they resolve that issue of his personality is kind of, I feel like it's way too quick, and they could have kind of built it up. But Monsters We Make, it was actually pretty solid. Not as bad. I think people kind of have it. And of course, it's like it's growing pains. So of course, it's not gonna be as good as of course we like see other like mangas and all that and other animes. I liked it. I'll give it a solid 5 out of 10. Like, this is another one that I have to keep reading. I am interested now in it though. So those are all the mangas. Now we have the comic books. Now, first, as you clearly see, Absolute Batman. I'm about to just tell y'all, every single comic book you're finna see is finna be a 10 out of 10. Absolute Batman, 10 out of 10. The character development of Batman in this book is amazing. The fact that, like, Alfred is an assassin in here, and he taught Batman, but then kind of left and came back, and he's seen what Batman has become now. The fact that both of Batman's parents are not dead. The dad just died, but the mom is still very much alive, and she's a politic. Like, the way they cooking with his story in this is amazing. I would recommend this 100%. Like, even if you don't like comic books, you just like a Batman, like, you just like, this is an amazing read. And like I said, I will recommend that absolutely. No pun intended. Next we have Absolute Martian Manhunter. Another one where the concept is amazing. I don't know, like, what they're doing with the Absolute universe in general, they're cooking with. So the concept in here is, of course, Martian Manhunter syncs with I forgot his name. So he got into an accident at a coffee shop. An explosion went off. He got a concussion. They didn't really explain it in this one yet, but he got attached to him in that incident. And now you're kind of getting the POV from, like, his life kind of going down, but mostly from Martian Manhunter observing the world and seeing how kind of bad it is, and him questioning everything humans do. I love the art in this. It's like abstract art. That's why, like, that's kind of my favorite thing about it is the art style they use for this one. This one I would recommend too. Like, all of them I'm going to recommend. So, but this 10 out of 10, I would recommend. I got to go get volume 2. Next we have Absolute Flash. The first one I'm not going to say it's a 10 out of 10. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. It starts off basically half of the first half is, of course, his backstory. Towards the end, you get him, like, running away from, like, his family, because, like, not his family, just his dad. Because his dad is hunting him down after he got these powers. First, it was his dad hunting him down. Then the secret company, but military that his dad is working for, turned against the dad, and now is trying to hunt Flash down. They sent, like, a team of other heroes, not heroes, but people with powers after him. It was like a Suicide Squad, basically. After Flash. And now he is at, the way it ended up, he's at an orphanage. I'm realizing I'm finna basically spoil the whole story. You put on inside. It just ends up him at an orphanage and some other things happening. I would give it a read, of course, because I like the Justice League and Flash in general. I would give it a read, 7 out of 10. I would recommend it. Next, we have Volume 2 of the Superman. I did the Superman in the last book review. I think that's a trend I'm going to keep going because I'm definitely going to get to Volume 3. This is the best one so far. People said Absolute Superman was the worst one. I don't see how this is bad. The story that they are going for Superman is amazing. Like they've been doing for all the other Absolutes. I said, for me personally, I think it's Superman, Wonder Woman, then Batman. Actually, I'll say Superman, Batman, then Wonder Woman. Basically the trio that it started off with are the best absolutes. Like, to have Superman kind of decide, like, not really deciding to save humanity, but the fact that in this whole book, he is giving so much to save humanity. Like, he is putting his life on the line. Like, if you read this and you get to the part where he's, when they have the town under lockdown, and this man went days and days without sleep or none of that. Well, granted, he doesn't need sleep or food like that, but he went days and days and days on end just fighting and throwing hands with everybody, including dude back there, who, I'm not going to say too much, but you do see Brainiac in this, which I very much like Brainiac. He's like a smart crazy and not just smart. I'm not going to say arrogant, which they do with his regular, but I would just say his regular form he's more smart and calm, while in this one he's smart and crazy. So I would recommend this one. 10 out of 10. My bad, my camera had cut off. But yeah, this one 10 out of 10. Like I said, I would recommend. That's it. I'm ready. I wish I had my novels, but I did not finish the novel I'm reading. The novel I am currently reading right now is The King in Yellow. I am so ready to review it. And we're going to have a couple of more novels I'm going to actually probably hopefully finish before I do my next book review. But I have to give me some more manga and comic books anyway. So, 10 out of 10. Arguably, my favorite version of Superman is the absolute Superman. I don't care what nobody says. Yeah, so recommend this. You know, a matter of fact, all absolutes, go read absolutes. Just go read absolute. You ain't gotta know what's going on. You don't have to know anything previous. Just go get all volume ones of absolute. And trust me, you will like it. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video of my book review. I have a lot more new content coming. I will see y'all in the next one, and y'all have a very, very